The Amotekun wants to say
those itself is a crime, isn't it?
It is a crime, which we know. But that does not give power to say everybody can just come out. But they are not armed. But when you form a militia group, most of the time they are armed.
So how is it? How then can we separate, tribalism and certain other things that are playing out from the release of certain individuals? I'm sorry, but I will have to mention a few names. Sunday Igboho, for one. How do we separate that and this current release of Bello? Yes. And then the consistent incarceration of one Nnamdi Kanu and another, I've forgotten his name now.
Frederick Wajagu.
Frederick, that, self-proclaimed leader of Indibo in Lagos, when he was picked up from his home in Ajawa Estate, just for saying that, look, because of the demolition of structures going on, he did say that he was going to invite IPOB to protect. He said he was going to invite IPOB to protect Igbos in Lagos, and for that statement, he's been picked up since last year. He's been in. How do we now judge and say, look, there is no favoritism playing out here?
Yeah.
In a few minutes, please.
Moses, I will say this, that when it comes to the issue of government, I will tell every individual, don't enter their trap, because it's a function of your position, your ethnic, that you're actually,
or could
a lot of people.
Could it be that Eastern leaders have not interfered enough?
They've done more than enough. The Indigbos, their leaders have come out to see the face of the president, the last administration, and this current one. They've tried their best. But you see, the decision of the leader is the decision of the leader. So I will tell you that the decision of this issue of anthem, personal, is that I believe is personal to the president. He said it before he came on board, that if he has his way, and here he is as the president, he owns the legislative arm. It's just for you to call one or two and say, I want you to sponsor this bill. And Senate President, let's see, because if the way this national anthem received quick attention, we have other reforms having such been debated within 3-4 hours, and it's been ascended to as fast as possible in terms of our electoral act and some other things, I think we'll be better off for it. So you discover that you can't take away interest when it comes to politics. So when interest is prevailing over certain things, law is on the lower cadre. And that's a major problem that we are faced with. And that's why we're seeing inconsistency. Somebody is stealing 1 billion and somebody is stealing a phone, and you are incarcerating that person, you are committing him to jail. And the other person, you can plea bargain and say, out of the 1 billion, return 100 million. And you can go and see no more with 900 million.
So where does all this leave the call for agitation that some people are championing in Nigeria?
Yeah, let's have you wrap up.
That will continue until we have fairness, equity, and justice plays its role in everything that we do. That is actually not being played out in most of the things that we're doing, but most of the time the government makes us feel that they are acting in the best interest of the citizen, but the citizen are telling them that action of acting on our behalf in our interest is really not favorable to us, and that this can only be for a short while. So they should think through, because I personally, the issue of the anthem, I will tell you that it's mere distraction. There are other things that we should be discussing now. But every radio station, TV station is talking about it. And we are leaving other pressing issues that can impact on us as a nation. So if you understand politics, give them something to discuss while we move the other direction and get what we want to achieve, which I feel, to me, it's not helping us. This country is blessed with human capital, with the natural resources that is entrenched in it. Our intellectual capacity is out of space that people just want to get. All we need is sincere leadership, sincere system that can integrate and harmonize all that we have together. And I can tell you Nigeria will be better off for it.
All right, we must say a very big thank you to you, Mr. Sheson Okunade, who is a chartered accountant, a chartered tax professional, and a chartered transport administrator. We appreciate you for your time and your thoughts.
Thank you very much. Let me just tell all our listeners, try to keep your mental health intact. And if you have the opportunity, check on your loved ones.